Edward Snowden has taken a tech support job in Russia. This is reported by Reuters. The former U.S. spy agency contractor Edward Snowden has found a job working for a website in Russia where he was granted asylum, of course, after fleeing the United States. A Russian lawyer who is helping him said today. Edward starts work in November, said Anatoly Kuchinera. According to state-run news agency RIA, quote, he will provide support for a large Russian website, saying he was not going to name the website for obvious security reasons. Edward Snowden is now 30. He became prominent when he released, in conjunction with an article written by Glenn Greenwald, released a number of documents, not any number, we know the number. He released a number of documents about surveillance tactics used by the NSA in the United States, and then subsequently did a video interview, which also was the subject of quite a lot of controversy. There are, I don't know that this revelation is that dramatic, Lewis, although it is interesting to think about. You have a website problem in Russia, and you submit a website support ticket, and Edward Snowden handles the bug for you. I mean, that's something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, considering maybe it's maybe it's a cushy job. Maybe this is a really big and important website. I mean, it might not be small time, but then again, it could be one of those jobs where he's really just scrapping, trying to make ends meet.
The leaks are continuing, and that were spurred by Edward Snowden's initial set of documents that he revealed. And some say that we're really getting to some kind of critical mass point in Washington, where lawmakers from both the Democratic and Republican parties are going to start to rein in what they see as potential overreach from the NSA. It's always interesting when this happens, because what was revealed was not in and of itself shocking. In other words, many people assumed this was going on, Lewis. There was nothing there specifically that the average person that was in touch with this world wouldn't have assumed. But the way in which it happened was what was most compelling. And remember, Chelsea Manning released information which showed specific crimes that have been committed. Edward Snowden did not show that any crimes were committed. So in that sense, there has been a question of, well, what he showed is that the problem is that this is legal. So in a sense, it's a drastically different type of leak, even though Chelsea Manning and Edward Snowden are often talked about in the same sentence.
Right. And it does, of course, take whistleblowers like this, though, for the government to realize that, well, maybe things are getting a little bit out of control. I mean, how many employees are there at low levels who know everything that's going on, and to be perfectly honest, probably just aren't getting paid enough to keep completely quiet?